harassment at 7th Avenue to 1137th Street, 7th Avenue to 1137th Street.
I know.
Time, freedom, or your dollars for Eric Garner because you couldn't give his mama back his life. Because you understand you can't get nothing good by doing nothing. So if you out here screaming no justice, no peace, and we get no justice and they get peace, that means you was bluffing. So if Kaepernick take a knee on national TV to highlight the injustice that happened to us, and we don't stand with him, that's like watching what happened to Rosa Parks did and getting back on the back of the bus. So I ask, what is enough enough? What's the final straw? What's the one thing we all for sure gonna ride for? I'm not sure if you saw what happened in Charlottesville, but Trump and his followers is trying to have us back in them cotton fields. So if you feel like I feel you ready to stand, let me see everybody raise up their hand. I want to leave you with something. The easiest way for evil to prosper is for good people to do nothing. Stay woke. Stay woke.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
But at this particular moment, we ask you to take a moment of silence because and in memory of our newest ancestor, one who dedicated his entire life to our freedom, Baba Dick Gregory. Please, a moment of silence. And the people of God said amen. 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 Give Dick Gregory a round of applause. I know he's looking down on me. Colin Kaepernick is under attack. What do we do? Colin Kaepernick is under attack. What do we do? Colin Kaepernick is under attack. What do we do? No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No
That's right. Yeah. I want to start as well by thanking Mark Thompson, thanking Simone Sanders, thanking everybody for coming out today. And I also want to give love to a person who never bowed to white supremacy again. Love to Mr. Dick Gregory. Now, I don't just mention Dick Gregory out of respect for his passing, but a lot of people don't know that in 1963, Dick Gregory was the first person to ever call for a boycott of a sporting event because of racism. He called for a black boycott of the 1964 Olympics for a very simple reason, because he raised the issue: what kind of country cheers black bodies on the field but does not respect black lives at home? And he said, no Olympics until we fight racism in this country. No Olympics as long as racists are in the White House. No black bodies to entertain as long as black minds are disrespected in this country. And I love Dick Gregory too, because he could speak at a rally and make people cheer and make people laugh. He once said that I love the new Martin Luther King Jr. stamp because I love thinking of all these white bigots licking his backside. He would say, we are here because black lives do not matter to NFL owners. And this is not complicated. NFL owners have covered up studies of brain injuries. The NFL is 70% black. There are no NFL owners, and you can still count the number of coaches and executives on two hands. As Michael Bennett of the Seahawks said, you only think the NFL is integrated. It's actually segregated, because it's white people making all the money on top, and NFL stands for N-words for lease. We're here today because this is bigger than an NFL roster, and as Colin would be the first to tell you, this is bigger than Colin Kaepernick. It's happening because there is a white supremacist wing of the White House that is operating in Washington, D.C. And they are trying to silence voices of resistance. So when we stand up for Kaepernick, we're standing up for ourselves. And we're standing up for our freedom to call out the racists in Washington, D.C. and in the state houses around this country. They will not shut us up. And you know what? They're trying to silence Kaepernick, but you know, the Bible told us, the Bible said, they that sow the wind shall reap the whirlwind. And they thought that shutting Kaepernick would ensure our silence, but the opposite has taken place. As Thompson said, you see more and more NFL players sitting during that anthem. You see them taking that knee. You see white players taking that knee, which is their worst nightmare. There's no bigger nightmare to them than white players getting involved in this. Just like there's no bigger nightmare, I'll tell the people across the street, than Jewish people standing up for Palestinian rights. No bigger nightmare than men standing up against sexism. No bigger nightmare. Because if they can't divide us, guess what? We win. And we gotta come together, because I'll close with the words of Nina Turner. She said it perfectly. It's perfect what she said. It was prophetic. She said it months before Charlottesville, but we all see the truth now. And the truth is simple. We may have come over here on different ships, but right now we are all in the same boat. I'm proud to share this boat for you, with all of you. And I want to look at Donald Trump square in the eye and say to him, we're going to sink your battleship. So thank you very much. God bless. Stand with Colin Kaepernick. Stand with each other, because we have the right to speak out against racism, against police brutality, and for a better world. The bigger we are, the harder they fall. Thank you very much.
Y'all keep that applause going for David Jones. We are standing today for his rights. We've been doing this for 108 years. And so now it's our time. I heard Congressman Meek said, we don't want the America that 45 says great. We are talking about the America that is great, because we made it great. And so, let me tell you, League, NFL, yes, we sent you a letter today. You turned down the Justice League, turned down the NAACP, turned down the National Action Network, Bush, our sororities and our fraternities, and all of us who are gathered here. Well, we'll see that your pocketbook gets get turned down.
That's right.
That's what we're going to do. We understand what it takes. We know what it is. You will make a decision because we will show you.
Colin goes out of his way to support many organizations, those of us that are standing on this stage. There is no other player that I know comes to our communities to show their support for us. And as we stand here, we have to remind our brothers and sisters at home as they turn on the TV on Sunday that it is also their responsibility to boycott the NFL.
And white supremacy in this country. That is what they would have you to do, to turn your eyes from what you see. That's right. We are not stupid, brothers and sisters. Don't let them tell you that we are out here for one man. I like Colin Kaepernick. I think he is a good dude. I've seen him, I've talked to him, I've met with him. I think Colin Kaepernick is wonderful. But I didn't come out here today for one man. Even Colin Kaepernick will tell you that he didn't just need for himself or his family. He needs for all of us. Colin Kaepernick took a knee for my 18-year-old son. And that's why I'm out here today. My father and my uncle who are standing here on the side, they didn't come out here for Colin Kaepernick. They came out here for Tariq Ryans today. Tell you that you are a fool. You are very civilized people who know that what we are standing for, we were standing for before Colin Kaepernick took a knee. So the fuss is about our civil liberties. It is about the fact that there is someone, and this is what they would love for us to do. They want us to argue with 32 different teams. That's what they want. They want you to spend your time arguing with 32 different teams. But just like in our fight with the NYPD and with other police departments across this country, we don't talk to individual officers. That can't help us. We talk to the people who are in charge of the system, and the NFL is that. They have a responsibility. It is not okay for you to carve out when you want to stand with us. You want to ignore our issues and our communities, but you want to show up for our black beauty and our black strength. You want to make billions of dollars on our backs and not stand up for our children. You can't be so concerned with touchdowns that you are not focused on the school to prison pipeline. You cannot stand up and say that you want our players to show up and be concerned with scores and whether or not teams win, and not be present when black bodies are being shot down on the streets of this country all over the place, black and brown men and women. And we're going to hold you accountable. So you heard point number one, that there needs to be a policy, because the other thing they're going to tell you is y'all just came out here for a rally, and the rally don't mean nothing. So the other thing that we've said, one, is we want a policy where players like Colin Kaepernick and those who are taking a knee right now are protected. Yes. Their voices are protected, because we didn't send them where they are not to stand up for our communities. Those players have a moral responsibility to speak for Trayvon Martin and Sandra Bland.
That's right.
But the second point is that the NYPD, the NFL, just like the NYPD, cannot police itself. Any organization that is only being looked at from within is a failing organization. There must be a unit of people internally and externally that look at racial and cultural sensitivity issues within the NFL. And that's everything from ownership, where we hear that some of these players come from. These players are walking out of communities and leaving our people wrapped up in the school-to-prison pipeline. They are wrapped up in police brutality. They're wrapped up with homelessness. And our communities are still putting money in the pockets of those people who are sitting behind TVs and scoreboards and not doing anything for our children. So we came here today for serious business, brothers and sisters. We have to be organized and we must be disciplined. We must be disciplined enough to say, I don't care how long you've been watching football. If they don't stand for your children, turn the damn game off. If you can't stand up for yourself, how the hell you expect somebody else to stand up for you? Black men and black women, brown man, brown woman, whoever you are, stand up because this is your time. Your voice is needed in this moment, and you must stand up with a straight back and tell them that we will not allow what is happening in this country to prevail.
Rosa Parks sat down. Medgar Evers got gunned down. Muhammad Ali found himself deteriorating. But we find in the words of Public Enemy, it's going to take a nation of millions to hold us back. The real eclipse that happened was not on Tuesday. The real eclipse is on Wednesday. Because black and brown people are unifying to put out the light at the NFL. Before we came out, the NFL pulled down the American flag. They pulled down the American flag to suggest what we are doing is not patriotic. But we are Americans. Just like Langston Hughes said, I choose sing America. They ask me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I just laugh and eat well and grow strong, for tomorrow they'll see I too am America. Every proud American who knows America has not seen its best day yet, make some noise right now. We're not trying to make America great again. We're trying to make America great for the very first time. For those who claim that this is not political, I want to ask directly the owners of the NFL Team Association, if it is not political, how is it that the Owners Association gave $110 million for Donald Trump's inauguration? If it is not political, how is it that Tom Brady could wear a hat that said "Make America Great Again" and he can still have a job? But if you grow an afro, you get blackballed and you're put on the side. Something is wrong. Nothing is rotten in Denmark. It's something rotten in the NFL, and we can smell it from here. And that's why we came from all over this country.
Verizon is one of the largest advertisers of the NFL. So we gonna give them a chance, because you know we like to give chances, because we good people, right? I want you to tweet at Verizon. It's very simple. At Verizon, say, ask Verizon, can you hear me now? You gonna stand with Kaepernick? Are you gonna stand with black people, with brown people? And we want Verizon to take a stand and tell us what side they're on, and we hope they choose the side of the people. They also got a phone number, because I'm old school. I like to pick up the phone. I like people to hear my voice. And they're a phone company, so I'm hoping they appreciate it. So if y'all want to pull out your phones and just put this number down, and I'm sure this brother's not going to be really happy with me that I'm giving you his phone number, but the number is 212-395-2355. I'm going to say it one more time, just in case. 212-395-2355, and you call your friends at Verizon, because you know how they got that whole army that's supposed to be out here when your phone don't work? We hoping that army's on the inside answering the phone.